along this topic around defect elimination, I'm curious, where do you most commonly see defects commonly introduced? Is it typically at the beginning? Is it the middle of the asset life cycle? Is it at the end as it's failing? Where have you typically seen defects get introduced?
A lot can be introduced during the design phase. We don't take enough time during the design phase to identify defects or potential defects or things that may cause defects in the future. There's a slide that goes around the conferences, and I've seen a few of the reliabilityweb.com conferences, and I think one of the gurus, Ramesh Galati, has shown this slide quite a few times. So I don't know who the exact reference is for it, but they say that for a defect that's identified during the design phase, it might cost, if it costs $1 to remove it, it might cost 10 times that during the asset build sub-assembly phase. If you leave it until the final build phase, it might cost 100 times that to remove that defect. But if you wait until the operation and the maintenance phase, it's going to cost 1,000 to 10,000 times the cost to remove it. So I think if we try and set up ways to identify and remove defects during the design phase, I think we'll go a long way. We won't go all the way, because obviously over time your equipment's it'll wear, there'll be wear and tear. People will get complacent. We may not do the correct maintenance on it. There might be some neglect. We might change what we expect out of that piece of equipment over time. We might want to double the output of it, which is going to put a lot of stress on it. So over time, defects are going to naturally creep into our operation. So there probably isn't one particular phase that you need to concentrate DE on more. But I think over the life cycle, you need to just have that awareness or understanding that we should be thinking about what defects are being introduced.